whilst having a bit of a rummage under it, try and work out how the bleeding hell to get the seats out, I did discover that. That is the rail that holds the left-hand side of the driver's seat in. And not only is the rail detached, the floor's got a bloody great crack in it. It's also really bent. But I also noticed this. Now, it does still have a speedo cable in it, but that is some form of Hall effect sensor that's clearly been added, that clearly counts the bolts going past on the prop shaft, which is now making me think, oh God, has it actually made the entire speedometer electronic? Is there a reason for that? Does the cable not work? Does the drive for the cable not work? And I don't know. If the cable's gone, that's not a vast problem. I can have one made, but why is that there? So yeah, given that I know the floor is buggered there, and it's every shape known to man there, and it's buggered there, and it's really twatted. I think this car's had a bang in this corner because this is all dented in. All of this has been replaced. I'm kind of tempted to just make a new floor and runners and outriggers and everything, because it's going to be easier than trying to fix this mess. I mean, this is all shapes. It's all bowed and buggered, and I just think it would be easier, given that it's mostly flat steel. I think it's going to be a lot quicker than trying to repair this. It's just visit my same steel stockist and give him a lot of money, and then go and purchase a dick load of steel, just make a whole new floor, front to back, right the way through the car. I don't know that I'll do that yet, but I'm sort of erring towards that. But anyway, so this is the speedometer. I'm going to test it to see if the cable drive actually works, and if it does, can I set this up? This is so professional, I'm using a can of contact cleaner to locate the phone. Okay, so if I mount this somewhere you might be able to see it. Can you see it there? Oh, I think you probably can. And then I stick this in the end of it. Does it work? It does. Fastest that car's been for a while. Okay, so it does work on the drive, so kind of tempted, it's only 4 screws, to pull the lid off this and have a look-see in it, just to see what the bleeding hell's going on in there, because if it is just a mechanical drive, happy days. If he's done something else to it, that might take some thinking about. You know how goldfish get really easily distracted? I've no idea why I decided removing the sunroof would be a good plan, but I decided it'd be a good plan. It had to come out anyway, but yes, yeah. This corner is less bad. It's not great. There's still a hole in it. Well, you can't see it, but there's a hole. Oddly enough, where the drain is, but it's all rotted out above it. It's all bent, and I don't know what it's like back there because I can't see it. It's a bit dark, but anyway, there's a big hole in the roof now. It's nice, isn't it? And that is oddly all cracked. But I think this bit and this bit are 2 separate bits. It looks like there's a seam underneath. So that obviously will also need repairing. Some of the windscreen screws is a bit lighter in here now, at least. That ain't going to undo, and that ain't going to undo. And basically the ones across the top, they're not having it. But I have got most. I can't get those two to move, but these I've got moving. And I think I need to take this off because that has the screw halfway up the middle, which again I don't know how you get to it because there's like body in the way, but I'm not sure if there is this side. I'll whip that trim off, or what's left of it, and have a look at some more bloody spiders, man. But yeah, I think the screws have been added, because there's not one there, and there's not one there, and I think it probably should have. And there's not one there actually, but yeah. I mean, none of this is getting the seats out, because I still can't work out how to actually get the seats out. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what to do. I mean, they need to come out, they've got to come out, but I cannot work out how they do. Anyway, I should go and find somewhere to put the sunroof, and then if I can get out of it, this is, I sort of wedged myself in. The actual panel, oh God almighty. Oh, so I don't get old, kids. So the panel it's got surprisingly heavy. But yeah, the rear runner is a bit bent, and that one's got no rubber left on it. There's some wood and everything in here, which I'm assuming would have been where I think this was probably, well, obviously it was lined, so I'm assuming that was where the line was pinned to it, I guess. I don't know if this is the shape it should be, because I know the roof isn't the shape it should be, but I don't know if that is how it should be. But the back lip is rotted through, although the rest of it, I'll be honest, actually no, yeah, the rear. So there's a rear channel there. That's completely fucked. The front lip is actually rotted through. There's a split right the way through it. There's some pop rivets in there. Don't think it should have them. This bit is. I don't think that's supposed to be that shape. No, it isn't. It's supposed to be that shape. It's bit knackered. It's same in this corner. It's actually cracked and rotted right through, probably all the way up. Actually, still got covered in tape. I wouldn't imagine that roof has been open for many decades, but you know, it is now. Hopefully, it might actually. I'm told. I don't know, but I'm told that the roofs in these are really difficult to overhaul / make work or repair or whatever. But it's got a sunroof, so it's got to work. Do you know what I mean? It's also a massive. Again, it's deceptive how big this car is, because it looks massive, and then you get in it, and it doesn't really feel massive, and it doesn't drive like it's a massive car. But I mean, that is an enormous gap up there, so it'd be lovely in the summer to have that open, and then get a bit more air in, along with the vents that don't work. And I mean, to be fair, at the moment it'd be really airy, because there's only sort of one door on it, and once the screen's out, I'd imagine it'll be absolutely hellfire for getting airflow. Anyway, I'm going to shut up, so I'm going to stick this somewhere. And then go back to trying to work out how. So I should probably get this bloody door off, actually. Hello. But yeah, I'll work out how the fucking hell they come out. Great success. Sort of. So it turns out that actually the seats just slide back and off the rails, and the reason that it wouldn't is because of the amount of crap that were in the sliders, and the fact that the screw at the back there. In fact, well, none of them were particularly flush, and they were catching on that, so it wouldn't come off. So I've got the inner rail off, the outer rail's proving to be a bit more difficult. I've got 2 of the 3 screws out. That one does not want to play ball, so I might have to get a bit primeval on that one. But now again, I'm no expert on these cars, and it doesn't really show in the video, but the floor goes and I don't think it should. It's also, you can see where it's completely cracked, and knackered, and there's there's a piece of steel from something, and old school 10p piece. I mean, I don't know how long that has been in the car, but I'm guessing a very long time. So yeah, I don't think the floor is very good. It'd be really helpful if I had one sat here that I could look at that isn't broken, so I could tell what it should look like. But I'm going to guess that that is not how Austin intended it to be. So I mean, it's pretty much made my mind up. I think it is. Oh, in fact, okay. So there's this, and then there's laps, and that's laps over the top. So I think maybe this has been buggered about with before. I mean, I really don't know, but equally the floor kind of from side to side, it seems to go up and then down, and I don't know if it should do that. I really don't know. And I don't know if it's sort of up in the middle or whether it's just the sides that have collapsed down. I think that's more likely, but again, I don't know. And I'm not going to be able to get one to look at to work out how it should be. So I think I'm just going to have to build something that works, and if it's not original, it's not original. But you know, yeah, I'm at a position with it that, you know, I've long since given up on the idea of trying to save any of the patina, because there's just nothing left of the car. So it's not even a sympathetic restoration now, is it? It's a do it properly, I think. I didn't really want to do that, but I'm going to have to, because, I mean, everything on it is just so... I mean, the floor is... Well, there's nothing left of it down here, and it's so deformed that the little... Well, there's the thing for the jackal, which doesn't work, but that's actually above the floor, look. So I think this floor's sort of lower than it should be, and there's, oh dear, quite a lot of crud in there. But yeah, that doesn't even fit. I'm tempted to reinstate this, even with a new floor, because what I'm tempted to do is put a battery isolator down here, because it's a pain in the ass. This car is not going to go out every day. It's a pain in the ass to keep sort of lifting up the trap. Well, it will be when it has proper batteries that fit. To disconnect the batteries. So if I've got a little isolator there, I can just isolate the car and not worry about it going flat in the months that it doesn't get used. So I might do that. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't get any better the more you look, does it? So the inside is a lot more stripped, and actually things look a lot better. The floor actually is not bad. There's many dents in it. There's a lot of dents. Where it's bent, I think, is mainly because, so there's rails that the seats bolt into under the floor, and they were spotted to the floor pan of the car, but seemingly not attached to the cross members. So the spot welds have let go, which is hardly surprising, because the seat things, the things that the seat risers, whatever, they finish there, but the seats sort of come back here. So there's a lot of weight, if you're sat on them, over the back of the rail. So I think that's, with age and whatnot. However, the floor itself is in really good nick until you get into these corners. So this corner is not happy, but I can fix that corner, and again, with the step and the sill and everything, that's all knackered, but I can fix that. That's not a problem. But most of the floor pan, even with that cracked, it's only cracked because the rails let go, and it's been flexing for, I'm guessing, a lot of years. But I can weld that up, straighten the floor pan, weld it, and then make some rails that actually run between the cross members, and weld them to the cross members, which makes everything much stronger and better. And it turns out that, yes, the floor should rise and drop. That's exactly how it should be. That's not a problem. The other side, that corner, we'll have a pop round. If I can get around there without falling over. Right, so yeah, this is quite bad and bent. But again, there's actually a lot of structure and there's a lot of surface rust. But I think if this is all straightened, the floor itself I think is fine until you get into here. So this is cracked right the way through. There's really not a lot of strength left in this, and it's completely gone here. But I can repair or replace this corner. That should be absolutely fine. And again, same, you know, this is all a bit broken, but it's all flat plate, isn't it? So, or well, should be, I think. This wing's a nightmare to get off. I suspect the other side's going to be the same. We were hoping to get that in bits, but that didn't happen. We didn't film any of this either, for reasons. And then we get to this, which is seemingly made of aluminium. I'm not sure it should be, but it is, and it's completely wrecked. So I'm going to have to fabricate a whole new panel. And although I have a TIG welder, I've never actually used it. So I think I'll probably do that in steel, because I'm not brilliant with steel, but I kind of know what I'm doing a bit more than with aluminium. So yeah,